Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us from. I want to just say thank you so much for taking the time to come and be with us as we hang out this morning. We will not take too much of your time. We just want to be able to talk to you about what it is that we do and what our lives are all about. Some of you have been following me since my day one of this 10-day Go Live challenge. And those of you who have not, the Go Lives are there. You can always watch them in replay. Today, I want to be able to talk with another very special friend of mine and also a digital business partner of mine. And together we run this global digital business. She is coming to us from Dubai. Her name is Dar Rodriguez. And I'm not going to attempt to introduce her. I'm going to allow her to be able to come in and really tell us who she is and why she does what she does. So just give me a second as I bring in Dar Rodriguez as she comes to talk to us. And once again, thank you very much. In case you do have any comments, if you have any questions, please put them down in the chat roll and we shall be able to address them as we go along. Thank you so much and God bless you. Hey,
Hello.
good morning, Dar.
Hey,
How
good
are
morning.
you today?
I'm doing good. It's 8 o'clock in the morning in Dubai,
Oh,
and
wow.
it's a bit chilly here today.
Uh-huh. I haven't seen what it looks like outside. It is 7 o'clock here in Nairobi, Kenya. And I'm so glad that you have agreed to join us this morning. And I know you are doing this before you head to your normal job or to your other job. So I have told the audience that I will not even attempt to introduce you because I want you to introduce yourself. Can you please do that for us? Who are you and what do you do?
Hey, my pleasure. Hello, everyone, whoever is watching. And my name is Darl. I am living in Dubai. I am an overseas Filipino worker. So I'm originally from the Philippines. I have a full-time job. I am working in a multinational company as an HR professional. And I am a mom to an 11-year-old son.
Okay. So your HR job is a full-time job?
It is, yes.
All right. So viewers, again, you hear today we have another guest who is telling us that she actually does have a full-time job. She has a full-time job and she's still able to come on and be a digital business owner. Hello, Vicky. Hi, Tanya. Nice to see you guys. Welcome, please. Thank you so much. Let us have your comments and also give us some love if you like what it is that we are doing. Thank you. So, Dar, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move you on after that introduction. And I have been watching you, having come on into this business. You're one of the people that I watch and see what it is that you do. And you're always so lively. You're always so cheerful. But
Thank you.
for you to do this, I think it would be nice for you to tell us, what is it that was your struggle or your pains before you got into this business?
See, at the back of my head, I always know I wanted to do something outside of my regular office work. As an overseas Filipino worker, in Dubai, there's no citizenship in Dubai. So sooner or later, we're going to go back to our home countries. For me, it's the Philippines, right?
Yes.
And even though there is the so-called stability of having a fixed monthly income, sometimes in my regular job, there are certain things that I just need to do because it's the structure of the company. So the other part of me is looking for something like where I can be more creative, where I can put my brand on it, where I can put a stamp on it that says who I am. And there's no bureaucratic approval that needs to be requested, because it all
Yes.
boils down to me. It all boils down to how I do things as a business owner. So I guess I'm looking for that part of me where I can be more creative and I can be more individual, as me as an individual, to show and to be able to offer that to my family and to whoever, you know, whoever thinks that, whoever resonates with me.
Beautiful. Okay. And as you think about, because I do understand that, having worked in the corporate world for many years, I worked in the corporate world for 35 years. And I do understand when you talk about the bureaucracy. I understand when you talk about there's only so much creativity you can bring to the table, because the structures and the processes are there for you to follow. And when you venture out on your own as an entrepreneur, at first it's very scary. It is very scary because you're used to that security of an income, a steady income. And for you to have sat and said, you know what, I am going to look for something on a serious basis. I'm going to look for something different. Tell us how it's been since you found this opportunity, and how did you go about it? When you came across it, what made you believe that this is it?
I have been into a couple of ventures prior to this digital business, so more or less I know how the business works, in the how a business how a business works. So when I saw the ad, one day I was scrolling through Facebook, I saw the ad and it was talking about time and family, and there's no scientific explanation that I can provide you, but it was just a gut feel for me because that ad resonated with what I was looking for. At the same time, there was a money back guarantee, so it was like it's a win-win situation. Then, secondly, it was going into the business. As I was like moving into the business and going through the trainings, there is a gradual transformation that I experience within myself. And I'll give you one example, which is very typical. In my full-time job, people do Zoom meetings, but we don't show our faces.
Okay.
And one day I told my boss, "Hey, why don't we turn on our cameras?" And they said, like, no, we don't. We're not going to turn on the cameras. I said, like, is it just me? Is it me changing, like transforming into something, into a different style, that it's now so open to be able to see my face on camera and even suggesting to do that? So that's a gradual transformation that I experience, on a tangible, like that's a tangible example that I can give you. To
Okay.
have that self-confidence, even just to show up, to interact with people all over the world, and it has improved my communication skills and the way I see things and the way I receive things. So
Yes.
that's just one of the many examples I can give you, and that's the most tangible for me. That's the most tangible example I can give.
Thank you. I love the way you say that, because when it comes to self-confidence, I belong to several ventures or groups, when it comes to community work and so on and so forth. And even in my the job that I was doing before I came into this, which is an independent consultant. Yes, I hear what you talk about, the Zoom meetings, and everybody comes on Zoom, and I was one of those. You're not going to catch me on camera. And even if you impose a fine for those who don't put on their cameras, I will gladly pay the fine.
And
Instead
you
of
would come up
putting
with so many excuses, like my camera is not working. Oh, I'm
exactly,
somewhere, the bandwidth is not enough for the camera to be on. So yeah.
exactly, so you keep on coming up with these excuses so that you really do not have to appear on camera. But again, that, as you say, is a transformation that happens when you belong to this business. Thank you, Neme. We can see you. And Emily, thank you so much for joining us as well. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. So that transformation, it all begins with the mindset, and the way you perceive things. Because coming from the corporate world into being an entrepreneur, there has to be a total shift in the way you see
Mm.
things, the way your mindset works. in that you've got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, there's no way you're going to run this kind of a business.
True.
And like in my day six, that was yesterday, I was actually saying how I'm actually an introvert. Um, so doing this kind of thing has always been unheard of. I wasn't going to do this, but with this business, it actually becomes a reality and it becomes fun because you're surrounded by this awesome community of people,
Mm-hmm.
like-minded people. You won't find anybody putting you down and telling you, hey, that's not the way you should do it. Hey, you're not good enough. Everybody is there to support everybody else. And I think for me, that is what has drawn me into this. That is what has made me become who I have become within the business, within the community. And I would like us to, I would like to give you an opportunity really to tell us a bit more about this business of ours and how it is structured. And what is it that makes it so easy for just anybody who is above the age of 18 to be able to come on board?
Okay, so from my personal experience, I was attracted to the fact that the training was dynamic. So there is an online training that we go through, and it changes as often as it can. Uh, as you know, technology is dynamic; it changes every day. So we,
Yes.
you know, the business structure is there to, the training is there to keep us up to date. That's one. And number two, the business automation, that you don't have to worry about getting so many vendors to put together a business online, because at the back end, and I know the back end has just so many applications that are running in the back end. Can you imagine as a business owner doing all that and running all the back ends yourself? So
It will be crazy.
that is one thing that really sold me into the idea, because I just want to focus on branding myself. I just want to focus on being able to do that creative journey and not worry about the technology behind it. And then number three is, there's no selling involved. You can
Beautiful.
never ask me to sell. I can
I like
be, you know, I can be a loyal customer to a home-based business, but you
it.
can never
Yes.
ask me to sell. So I think those are the three topmost that has really sold me into the business.
Beautiful. Okay. And yes, it is so important to, it doesn't mean that when you first see the opportunity, you're not skeptical. You are allowed to be skeptical and you go in there and you do your due diligence. And for us, that is actually why we do this, because this is all part of ensuring that you can come in and do your due diligence. Take your time,
Mhm.
until it feels right. Like Dar said, it is almost like a connection that happens and you say, this is it. Because for me, I was skeptical. I always knew that people make money online, but every time I tried, I burnt my fingers because the minute you go in, you're being sold this product, that product, that product, that product. Before you know it, you have bought all the products, but you haven't done anything with your business yet.
True.
And that is what I like about this one, because there's nobody selling you anything and there's nobody telling you to go and sell anything. The business model is actually amazing,
It
and
is.
that to
Yeah.
me is what I love, and that's why I talk about this business so confidently. All right. So maybe you can tell our viewers then, how would they be able to get in touch with us, and how do they take the first steps of coming in and finding out whether this is the opportunity for them?
So, for those of you who would like to know more about the business, and there's no there's no commitment, just explore that possibility or whether it fits your lifestyle. You can go to any of the websites that's scrolling down on the screen. That's for Catherine or for myself. So, and just reserve your slot for a complimentary webinar.
Okay. And that is always available. You just go in and register. You can watch it live, you can catch it live, or you can always catch the replay. And that is
True.
how you come into this business. There's no other way of coming into this business except through that webinar. Okay. Um, Thank you so much, Da. Unless you have any question that probably, or you have any comment you'd like to give as a last parting shot, I want to let you go to work.
Yes, I'm going to work afterwards. Thank you so much, Catherine, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be talking to a fellow business owner all the way from Kenya, many miles away from Dubai. So that's the beauty of the business, right?
Yeah,
And for whoever who wants to um, explore the online world, do your own diligence. That's all I
exactly.
can say. Do your own diligence.
Okay. Thank you so much, Da. I really do appreciate you coming online. I do appreciate each and every of our viewers who have been with us, and thank you for sticking it throughout this particular talk. We do appreciate each and every one of you. I will be back tomorrow with another very special guest again, just to wind up my day 6, 7, and 8 of the Go Live Challenge. And I'm almost there. I'm almost done. When I started this, I was
Yeah.
terrified. But now I find myself really enjoying it. It is almost I can continue with it throughout, and that is just amazing. So thank you so much, Da. Thank you, every one of you. Your comments, your love is very appreciated, and we'll see you tomorrow. Stay blessed, and above all, stay positive. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
Bye bye, guys.